Attack on Titan Season 3, Episode 13, or Episode 50, was just aired. You know, it was a great, I mean, this episode was amazing, but let's get down right to this episode. So, this is the second half of Season 3, because the first half of Season 3 held 12 episodes, which aired last year. In the middle of the summer. So, we finally get the second half of Season 3, but it will only have 10 episodes. So, yeah. That does suck that we only get 10 episodes. But, I mean, it's Attack on Titan. At least it's happening. So, at least it's going to go on. But, 10 episodes of the second half of Season 3, that's all we're going to get. And the first episode of the second half of Season 3 has just aired, like I said. So let's get down of talking about this episode of Attack on Titan. So it was titled The Town Where Everything Began. So yeah, that was the title of this week's episode of Attack on Titan. The art and animation was pretty good, and the writing and pacing was as well. The opening was amazing. I really liked the opening of Attack on Titan. There was some stuff in the opening which will possibly be happening in the second half of the season that happened in the manga and everything. I don't want to spoil it, but if you know what I mean about everything else, like Armin and everything, it will possibly be happening in this season, in the last 10 episodes of Season 3. So yeah, a lot of stuff. But the opening was amazing. Not my favorite opening for Attack on Titan, but it was pretty good. I think it was the person that sung the first opening of Attack on Titan years ago, I think he was the same singer for this opening right here, opening 5. So yeah. I think so. I'm not for sure, but I think it was because it sounded like the same person that was singing it, the first opening. But yeah, the opening, like I said, was amazing. The art animation for the opening was amazing. I mean, it was kind of a little bit trippy, but it was pretty damn good. I liked it. So we see everybody, like we see Eren, Mikasa, Armin, Levi, Hanji and all of them, everybody, Sasha and all of them. We finally see all of them, and they're heading to Wall Maria to retake it, to reclaim Wall Maria. So this is the town that Eren and Mikasa and Armin was born in, behind the walls and everything. And, Wall Maria and stuff, with it getting taken down by the Colossal Titan and all of them, from Berthold and all of them. So yeah, they're there to reclaim Wall Maria, to retake it, and so they get there and stuff, where Mikasa and all of them was born at, and it was pretty cool. While they was traveling at night because some of the Titans are going to be asleep. They actually walked across one Titan which was completely knocked out. He was out. They shined the flashlight on him and everything because they got scared, so they shined it when he was at, and they didn't know it was a Titan at first. But they shined it and everything. The Titan did scare them, of course, but the Titan was completely knocked out. It was asleep. Because, Titans don't be running around at night. They get energy from the sunlight and stuff, even from the moonlight, I think they say. But there wasn't no moonlight, if I'm not mistaken. It was in the forest and stuff. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So while they was going through the forest and everything, it finally hits daylight and stuff. They go on horses and they go to Wall Maria and all that. So yeah, they get there and everything. There's holes in the walls and stuff from the Titans destroying it and stuff. So they gotta get it fixed. And we actually see Reiner and Belto watching them. They're watching everybody to see what they're going to do. about this, and they see, and then we see Eren. Eren pretty much jumped over the wall, and he turned into his Titan form, and his Titan form kind of like freezes in a way from like what we seen in the last season. Well, not the last season, the first part of the first part of season 3. So yeah, with his body pretty much turning into like a diamond and stuff. But yeah, it pretty much, with his Titan form and stuff, it pretty much blocked off everything, sealed up the hole in the wall. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And pretty much, we see Erwin, pretty much telling, Armin that he will be pretty much pretty much commanding a group. Group of people. And he tells everybody to go check out the wall from the outside and everything. Everything kind of looks good. And then everybody comes up to him. And then all of a sudden he starts thinking a lot, And then all of a sudden started having I don't know, pretty much kind of like seeing in the future, having observation hockey, pretty much. That's what he pretty much was doing, which was pretty cool. But yeah, it was pretty amazing right there. But yeah, he pretty much thought of seeing Titan's face, inside the wall. And so he tells everybody, to go, check inside the wall. And everybody's like, well, that'll be a waste of time and everything. We need to hurry up and check on the outside and prepare and everything. We shouldn't be checking the inside of the walls because everything should be good. But everybody's arguing with Armin right there. And Erwin comes up and he goes like, well, he's your top-ranking commander, so you're going to listen to him. And everybody listens, they go up, everybody's checking on the walls and everything, tapping on it, everything else. And Armin, at one point, actually found, these pots, these cups or whatever, which had drinks, and it was, cold or whatever. And he noticed that 3 people was sitting outside of the wall and stuff. So, he got freaked out, and that's why, pretty much, he told everybody to check inside the wall. And everybody's, checking, tapping on the wall and everything. And one guy taps on the wall, and he noticed that the wall was, kind of, cracked all the way, like a circle or whatever. And he pretty much tells everybody to go over there. And as soon as he shot up, the thing in the air and everything, and everybody's about to go to him, all of a sudden we see Reiner, and he comes up and stabs the guy right in the chest, killing him pretty much. And he falls off the wall and everything, the guy did. And then we see Levi coming from the top of it, getting Reiner, stabbing him, pretty much, I think he stabbed him right in the chest. And when Reiner hits the ground, but then Reiner turns into a Titan. And then everybody else on the outside with the Beast Titan and everything, turning into Titans as well. And everybody, we see a whole entire group of Titans just shifting, which was amazing. And that was the end of the episode. But yeah, the end of the episode was amazing. It was great. I really liked it. Everybody, the attack is happening in the next episode. In the next episode, we're going to see Eren in his Titan form versus Reiner in his Titan form as well. That'll be amazing. That'll be happening in next week's episode. Definitely can't wait for that. But yeah, everything about this is going to be amazing. At the end of this week's episode, actually, we've seen, the Beast Titan grabbing this huge boulder and tossing it at the wall, pretty much destroying a little bit of the wall and stuff, so it looks like some of the Titans can get through and all that. So yeah, definitely can't wait for next week's episode, for sure. But yeah, I forgot to mention one thing, which was pretty cool in the episode, which I forgot to mention. It was in the beginning half of the episode, where we see Mikasa, Eren, and Armin pretty much talking about, their old lives, pretty much, before they joined the military and everything, pretty much. Which was pretty cool, But yeah, they had a flashback of that and stuff, which was amazing as well. But yeah, I definitely liked this week's episode of Attack on Titan. It was great. If you have yet, go check it out because it was an amazing episode. But yeah, that's everything I get to talk about this week's episode of Attack on Titan. I'll give a 9.5 out of 10 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a little bit slow in the beginning, but at the end of this episode, it was picking up. with Reiner and everything. So yeah, it was pretty damn good. I liked it. But yeah, definitely can't wait for next week's episode. Like I said, episode 14 of season 3, or episode 51, whatever you want to call it. That'll be happening next week. So yeah, definitely can't wait for it. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this week's episode. This week's episode of Attack on Titan. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other YouTube channel, Chris Bedales. Subscribe to this channel, Word of Chris 1800. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. I'll be downloading this description box. Like I said, like this video and comment on this video about what you guys think about this week's episode of Attack on Titan. Like I said, it was a pretty good episode, so yeah, go check it out. And I'll see you guys later until the next video.